Hi guys, welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to see how to collect the system metrics using MetricBeat and how to visualize those system metrics in the Kibana. Let's start our session. In my previous video, I explained how to collect the system metrics and send those system metrics to the console of the MetricBeat. And in this session, we are going to go one step further and see how to visualize those system metrics in the Kibana. On screenshot you can see which is showing the CPU usage, memory usage, disk usage. So this is a screenshot from Kibana. We are going to create same application. Now let's see how the application would work. So we will have the MetricBeat software which would collect the system data. So we install this MetricBeat in that system which we want to monitor. This MetricBeat would send the metric data in the form of event to the logstash. So logstash would be used for the data processing. If you want to filter out any field or any event, then we can do that in the logstash. Then logstash would send the data to the Elasticsearch in the form of event. All the data movement from one application to another is happening in the form of event. Event is nothing but an object, JSON object. So logstash would send the data to the Elasticsearch. The Elasticsearch would store that event or that metrics data in the index, and Kibana would use that data present in the Elasticsearch index and visualize using the dashboard. So what we need is MetricBeat software, logstash software, Elasticsearch software, and Kibana software, and we would be using the version 8.6 of all these four softwares. Now let's download all four softwares: MetricBeat, logstash, Elasticsearch, and Kibana. To download the software, you need to visit this link. When you will open this link, you will be on the download page, and where by default the latest version is selected. When you will click here, it will download the software for you, and that would be this version, beta version 8.9. If you want to choose the stable one, you can use this. Suppose you want to download any previous version of the MetricBeat. For that, you will have to click on this link, view past releases. Once you click on the link, you would have the option to choose the version. So from the drop down, we can choose the needed version. For the demo, I am using 6.8.1. Here you can see the 6.8.1. Once you select the version, you can click on the download. Here you will have to click on the link based on your system configuration. If you are using the Windows 64 bits architecture, then you can click on this link. So just click on this, click on save. We have downloaded the software. Now we can unzip that. Here you can see the downloaded version, this 6.8.1. So I have already unzipped. You can see this. Once you go inside that folder 6.8.1, you will see the structure like this: data, Kibana, logs, modules, and some configuration files. We have downloaded the MetricBeat. Now let's download the logstash. So to download the logstash, you need to open this link. I will put this link in the description of the video. You can select the version as per your requirement. Now you need to click on the download, click on the zip, save. Once you download the software, you need to unzip that software. So we have downloaded the logstash. Now let's download the Elasticsearch. So to download the Elasticsearch, you need to open this link. From the drop down, you need to choose the version as per your requirement. So we are using 6.8.1. So you need to select that and click on the download and click on the Windows and save this. And you can unzip that file as well. So we have downloaded the Elasticsearch. Now let's download the Kibana. So to download the Kibana, you need to open this link and you need to select the version as per your requirement. We are using 6.8.0 for this demo, and click on the download. Here click on the Windows and save. And again you need to unzip that. So we have downloaded all four software. Now let's configure each software one by one as per our need. First we are going to configure MetricBeat. In metric beat configuration, we have two configuration files called metricbeat.yaml and system.yaml. So the first configuration file, metricbeat.yaml, is the metric beat level configuration file, and second is the module level configuration file. We are collecting the system metrics. So for that, we would be using the module called system, and the system module will have one configuration file called system.yaml. Let's see first metric.yaml configuration file. This is the software downloaded, metric beat 6.8.1. Let's go to this. And here you can see metricbeat.yaml. So this is the configuration file we are going to update. What I have done, I have copied this configuration file and renamed to metricbeat_system. So let's open this configuration file in Notepad++. Now you need to move to the section called general. This is the general section where you need to enable this field name, and you need to enter the name which you want to give to the metric beat. So I'm using name this. So this name would be present in our data in the Kibana. We will see that once we are done with all the configuration. This is the only update we are going to do in the general section. If you want to any other field or the custom field, then you can use this field called fields and you can give your property name there. But for now, for this demo, we are only using this field name. Now let's move on to the other section called Kibana. So here you should enable this setup.kibana and you need to enter the host and the port number where the Kibana is running. Kibana would be running in my own system, means in the local host. So I am using local host and the port Kibana would be running on is 5601. So this is the related to Kibana configuration. Now you need to move to the section called outputs. So output section is the one where we configure the output of the metric beat, means where the metric beat would send the metrics. We already discussed this. I mentioned that metric beat would be sending the data or event to the logstash. So the output of the metric beat would be logstash. We would add logstash as the output of the metric beat. So how to do that? Here you need to add these two fields, output.logstash and the host name where your logstash would be running. So the logstash would be running on the same machine as metric beat. So we are using the localhost and the port number logstash would be running 5044. So this is the configuration we need to do related to output. So with this configuration, metric beat would collect the data metric of the system and would send those metrics to the output called logstash. So this is the only configuration we need to do at the metric beat level. Now let's move on to the module level configuration. Before we update the system.yaml configuration file, first we need to check if the module called system is enabled or not. How we can do that? You need to launch the base folder of metric beat in the command prompt and you need to run this command. So this command will list down all the modules, whether those are inactive or active. Press enter. You can see it has listed down all the modules. You can see enabled. Under enabled, we have a module called system. Means the module which we are going to use is enabled. Here you can see disabled. Those modules which are present under disabled means those are disabled. So if you want to use any module which is present here under disabled, first you will have to enable that. And how you can enable that? We have a command enable and the name of the module you can copy from here and you can press enter. This module arrow spike would be enabled. Then we can use. System module is already enabled. No need to use this command again. If it is disabled for you, then you can go ahead and run this command metric beat enable system. So this would enable the system module. Once we have checked that our module is enabled, then we need to make the change in the system configuration file, system.yaml. So let's update the module configuration file. So this is the directory of the metric beat software and you need to go to the modules.d, and here you need to find the system.yaml file. So you can see at the top here it's present, and you need to edit this. Here you can see module system period 60 second means every 60 second the metric beat would collect those system metrics which are configured under the metric set. Which system metrics would be collected by metric beat, that is decided from here. The metric set which is enabled. So here how to enable that? Here you will find all the metric set supported by version 6.8 of metric beat. Those having hash means those are disabled. Those are not having hash means those are enabled. So you need to remove the hash from this metric set called CPU, memory, network, process summary, socket, code, and disk IO, and the rest of the configuration you don't have to change. For this particular demo we have enabled these metric sets, and this configuration you need to leave as it is. This is the only configuration update we need to do in the system.yaml. So we have made the changes in the metric beat.yaml, system.yaml. So the configuration of metric beat is done. Now let's move on to the configuration of Logstess. Here you can see the Logstess software, Logstess 6.8. You need to go inside it, and there is a folder called config. You need to go to config folder. Then here you would find one sample file called logstess sample.config. So what you need to do is you need to copy this file, and you need to copy this file and need to create another file with a different name. So I have given the name to the copied file logstess metricbeat.config, and you need to open this file which I already opened in the Notepad++. This is the Logstess configuration file. Here what you need to do is, here we have a two section, input section and the output section. In the input section we mention the port number on which Logstess would receive the data from client, and in our case the client is the metric beat. So this is the port on which metric beat would send the data, metric data, and this port number we also mentioned in the metric beat configuration file here in the output. So the same port number we need to use here, or you can say the one which we have used here we need to use in the input section of Logstess configuration file, and in the output section we need to mention the component where Logstess would send the data or event. So in our case here you can see Logstess would send the data to the Elasticsearch. So we need to configure Elasticsearch as the output to the Logstess. How we can configure the Elasticsearch as the output? We need to use this component, output component, Elasticsearch. Under this object you need to mention the host name and the index name. Here you need to give the URL of the Elasticsearch where the Elasticsearch is running, index name. So the same index name would be created in the Elasticsearch. So here you can use this pattern of the index name, metric beat, version of your metric beat 6.8.1 and the demo. So you can use the exact one also. So these are the two important configurations we need to do in the Logstess file, input and the output. You can see also one more output here. Standard output means the whichever event would be sent by the Logstess, that would be sent to the console as well as to the Elasticsearch. So if we look at the console of the Logstess, we would find the event and we can check what details present in the event. So this is the configuration for Logstess. So we have completed the Logstess configuration. Now let's move on to the Elasticsearch. Already downloaded the Elasticsearch software. The default port number of the Elasticsearch server is 9200. we will not change this port number. The same port number we have used in the output section of the logstash configuration, so that logstash can send the data on this port number. Before we make configuration changes in the Elasticsearch and Kibana, first you will have to start the Elasticsearch server and the Kibana. How you can do, let's see. So you need to go to your Elasticsearch software, go to bin. You can see one executable batch file, Elasticsearch. So you need to double click on this. So let's double click on this. Once you double click, this command prompt would be launched, and let's wait for the Elasticsearch to be up and running. Let's also start the Kibana. So you need to go to the Kibana software, go to bin, and you need to click on this Kibana executables, Windows batch file. Double click on it. The command prompt would be launched. Now let's wait for both the servers up and running. The Elasticsearch would be running on 9200 and Kibana would be running on 5601. Elasticsearch server does not take much time, but Kibana takes sometimes 1 to 2 minutes. You can see the Elasticsearch is started on port number 9200 and Kibana is also started on port number 5601. You can see server running at this. There is a term you might have heard of, index template. This is very much related to Elasticsearch. Index template. Basically, this is the blueprint, or you can say the template, which is used by the Elasticsearch while creating the index. And this template contains the setting for the index. For example, what would be the type of particular field, if that particular field would be a keyword or any normal field or text. So all these things we mention in the template, that is called index template. So when Elasticsearch created index, it refers the index template present in the Elasticsearch to create the index. There is a default index template which is provided by the MetricBeat, and we are going to use that index template. So what we need to do is we need to send the index template which is present in the MetricBeat to the Elasticsearch, so that when Elasticsearch would create the index, it can use that index template provided by the MetricBeat. Now how to send this index template to Elasticsearch, that we are going to see next. One point I also want to highlight is related to index creation. When the Elasticsearch create the index, is the developer who sends the request to the Elasticsearch to create the index, or is it done automatically? Let me explain that also. In the logstash configuration file, you might have noticed that we mentioned the index and the name of the index. So what happens when first time logstash sends the data or event to the Elasticsearch? At that time only Elasticsearch create the index with this name, and while creating the index, Elasticsearch refer the index template present in the Elasticsearch. In this demo, we are going to use the index template present in the MetricBeat. In this session, we are not discussing much about index template. The reason being, we are using the index template provided by the MetricBeat, and we don't have to update anything in the index template. For now, you just need to understand how to use the default index template provided by MetricBeat. I will explain this index template more in details when we will have session on Elasticsearch. Let's see how to send the MetricBeat index template to the Elasticsearch. This is the command is used to send the index template from MetricBeat to Elasticsearch. So this is MetricBeat, executable file name, setup, template means it is related to index template, and output.logstash.enabled is equal to false. When we were configuring the MetricBeat configuration file, we enabled the logstash output. First you need to disable the output present in the MetricBeat configuration file. So this would disable only for this particular session. There would be no change in the MetricBeat configuration file. And here you need to mention the output where you want to send the index template. Elasticsearch server details. So server is running in localhost and port number 9200. So you need to make sure that your Elasticsearch server is up and running. Then only this command would work. Copy this and you need to launch the MetricBeat in the command prompt. This is my MetricBeat and I'm going to launch this in the. Then you need to paste that command and you need to press enter. You can see the command executed successfully. Loaded index template. This is how we export the index template present in the MetricBeat to the Elasticsearch. Now let's move on to the Kibana. As I already mentioned that we would be using the default Kibana dashboard present in the MetricBeat. So we are not creating our own dashboards. If necessary, we can also create, but for the simplicity, we are using the dashboards provided by MetricBeat itself. So we will export or send those dashboards present in the MetricBeat to the Kibana, like we send the index template from MetricBeat to Elasticsearch. So now let's export the Kibana dashboards present in the MetricBeat to the Kibana. To export or send the Kibana dashboard to the Kibana, we need to run this command, MetricBeat setup and this dashboards. So it would export the Kibana dashboard to the Kibana. Before that, you need to make sure that Kibana endpoints are configured in the MetricBeat configuration file. So this command internally uses the Kibana endpoint present in the MetricBeat configuration file. So the Kibana endpoint we already configured when we were configuring the MetricBeat configuration file. So let's check again. This is the MetricBeat configuration file, and in the Kibana section you need to enable this, and in host you need to mention the port number on which Kibana would be running and the localhost. So basically the server IP. Now you need to launch this command. Copy this command and you can use the same CMD window which you used earlier. So paste here. So basically you need to run this command in the MetricBeat folder. You can see the path. Let's press enter. So you can see the command is executed successfully and dashboards also loaded. You can see this message, loaded dashboards. So we have done all the basic configuration needed for the MetricBeat, Logstash, Elasticsearch and Kibana. Now let's open this URL of Kibana. So this is the Kibana interface, and you need to go to the dev tools. So here first we will see if our index template is loaded in Elasticsearch or not. We have a query for that which will list down the index template present in the Elasticsearch. If you want to deep dive in this index template, you can go on. In some other session we will discuss more on the index template. So our index template is loaded successfully. Now let's start the metric beat and log stress. Once we start the metric beat, it would collect the system metrics which we configured in the metric beat file, and it would send those metrics to the log stress in the form of events. Log stress would parse those or process those metrics data and then will send it to the Elasticsearch, and that data would be present in the index in Elasticsearch. First you need to launch the metric beat in the command prompt. Now you need to run this command metric beat. This is the configuration file of metric beat. Metric beat is start running. Let's start the log stress. So you need to launch this path of bin in the command prompt. Then you need to run this command logstress.bat. This is the path of the configuration file. The configuration file name is logstress metricbeat.conf, which we already discussed. So let's run this command. Let's press enter. Let's wait for logstress to be up and running. As soon as logstress is up and running, you will see some data on the logstress console, and that data would be of metric, system metrics. Same we would see in the Kibana. Logstress is up and running, and you can see some data on the console. So basically this is the metric data of the system. Now you need to go to the management. Go to the index management. You will see one index created, metric beat 6.8.1-demo. So this is the index which we mentioned in the logstress configuration file. Now we need to create the index pattern using this index. Now we will enter the name of the index pattern in such a way so that it can match with the index beat and star. So you can see your index pattern matches one index. That index is this. Next, you can select the time field. So we will use the timestamp and then create index pattern. So the index pattern created successfully. Now you need to go to the discover. This option you can see, and in the discover you will see some data. Now you can see we have got our data in Kibana. So these are the documents. This is the document. This is one document. Now let's go to the dashboard. We have multiple dashboards are here, and these are the dashboard which we exported from metric beat. Now we need to find the dashboard which is related to our demo. What we are doing, we are basically monitoring the system metrics. There would be dashboard for system module. You can search and you can see. This is the overview. You can click on it. So you will see something here. This is the dashboard actually. You can see the number of host, CPU usage, memory usage, disk used, inbound traffic, outbound traffic, top service by CPU, top host by memory. So this is data is not present in few sections. It would be updated soon. To go to the specific host, you can click on the host overview. If you are sending the data from more than 2 hosts, then here you will have number of hosts 2. To move on to the specific host, you need to go to the host overview. Let's click on it. So when we clicked on the host overview, you can see the details here. CPU usage 33.35%, memory usage, it is not showing Now right now the inbound traffic outbound, but it would show in some time once it is having some data. So the swap uses, memory uses, here you can see 11.06 GB, number of process, disk uses. So this is how we can visualize our system metric in the Kibana. I would also upload the configuration related files in the GitHub and will share the link in the comment section or in the description. That's all for this session. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.